Let's do it. So, yesterday was Kobe's birthday.
Kobe Bryant's birthday.
Yes. So really low clap. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we were talking about it today. We were talking about Kobe's death today. It felt like such a long time ago.
It really felt such a long time ago, and it was really 6 or 7 months ago.
It was
it happened in January.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So 7 months ago, and it really does feel like an eternity.
Yeah.
So much has happened. Listen, I have to admit, July was, August.
The longest month.
But August was kind of quiet in terms of drama.
Oh, facts. Okay.
You know what I mean? So, whew. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak too soon because we still got a week left.
Well, it's fires in California.
Yeah, and tornadoes and hurricanes joining forces
Yeah.
in the Gulf of Mexico coming to converge. It's a lot going on still. But just reflecting on the situation with Kobe, because that's what really sparked all of this.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
We were all in a state of shock. Whether you had kids or not, it just was one of those things that resonated with me in particular. I told you I lost it.
Yeah.
Not only because of Kobe, but when I heard that his daughter was there and there was kids on the plane. I'm a sucker for children because I don't care what you do. These children deserve to be here. They didn't ask to be here. You brought them here. You're their guardians. And for them to, perish like that, it was really a tough situation. But just reflecting on Kobe's life and what he was able to achieve, I told you, it was very reminiscent of a Bruce Lee type of individual.
Yes. Okay.
He dealt with so many different things. Bruce Lee was a DJ, an actor, a karate expert. He ate well. He was a philosopher. He wrote books. So, and he was into hip hop. Not hip hop per se, but he hung out in Oakland with a lot of brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's where that, all that swag, that's all brothers. You know what I mean? So when I look at Kobe's life in reflection to that, him being the writer, him being the actor, you know what I'm saying? He did a little acting.
I was originally rewatching Moesha.
Yes.
He was in that.
Of course, he's an Oscar winner, a champion. He learned how to play keyboard or piano, a masterful piece because he wanted to serenade his wife.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. Spread out over the course of his life for the time that he was here, he really accomplished a lot.
Yeah, it still doesn't feel real. You know what I mean?
It doesn't because grieving requires time.
Yeah.
And when you don't get time to grieve, you compartmentalize. So a lot of us, not like big Kobe fans per se, but a star of that magnitude going down, athletes and players all over the world didn't even really get time to grieve before COVID was breathing down our neck. So we all had to tuck that away. So to see today is actually Kobe Bryant Day in LA. So it's well worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 8/24 is Virgo season.
It is.
Stand up on my Virgos.
It is. Shouts out.
It's Dave Chappelle's birthday.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was a Virgo.
Yeah, he's Virgo. He's Virgo.
Yeah.
Of course, Nas dropped that album. Nas is Virgo.
Nas is a Virgo. He has a song with Ludacris, who's also a Virgo.
Yeah, and Dougie Fresh.
Yes.
All Virgos.
Yes.
So, just looking back on his life, we want to just spend some time and just recognize, again, forget about all the other glamorous stuff. Just a father, a husband who was tragically taken away. And, there's a new commercial out with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, which is dope because...
It's very dope commercial.
You haven't heard from Kendrick in, years.
Right.
And then the first thing he does is this Kobe commercial.
Yes, this Kobe commercial.
Which is dope.
Which was really, really dope on how we put it all together. And some of the things that Kobe said when I was watching some of his old clips, he just said, I practice more than everybody else did. Yeah. I got up at 4 a.m, and over the course of 5 years of me getting up at 4 a.m, getting 5 hours of practicing before anybody else, creates such a margin and such a distance that you will never catch that up over the summer. Because some of these guys, they go through the routine. Summertime come, they party and they do anything, then they go to training camp to get in shape. Kobe stayed in shape And as Obar was talking, when he was here, we talked about Kobe understanding the positioning on the floor and angles and all of the technical stuff that if you don't play basketball, you don't understand what he's doing. And so shout him out. And I didn't like him much as a player.
Same. Well, I think that had to do with how good he was. You know what I'm saying?
That, and I felt that he was spending too much time chasing the ghost.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Certain things are unreachable. Like Biggie and Tupac are unreachable. In hip-hop, it just is what it is. I don't care how many #1 hits guys come out with because they're martyrs now.
Right.
So you can't, get to that point. Perhaps when you become a martyr, in certain instances, you can get there. So I felt, even though Michael Jordan is still alive, what he did and how he transformed the game, I just thought Kobe, but I didn't understand until after he passed away.
Right.
Why he was doing what he was doing and what it meant. Because then he just settled into a tutorship. He started mentoring young players. He started being approachable. Then he started getting into his children and all the things he couldn't do while he was playing. So it all made sense as he passed away. So we wanted to shout out.
Yes, and shout out everybody who has adopted the Mamba mentality during this COVID lockdown.
Absolutely.
Because, like we said at the beginning, you can come out of this in 2 ways.
Right.
And I'm seeing a lot of people falling back into bad habits, me included.
Hey, Leslie, what's good? We see you.
It's easy for to slip back into bad habits. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm not saying to be perfect. I'm not saying he was perfect, but I'm saying it's still time to, try to lock in. It's how many months left in the year?
4 or 5?
4 or 5 months left in the year. So it's time to you have time to really do something special with
and
this
you have
time.
time to build the momentum.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's all
that's
about,
what it's about. Yeah.
It's really about building the momentum into the next thing that you're springboarding into. So don't give up. Don't allow these situations, because the devil in them getting ready to turn up. They know what time it is too. So they're like, fourth quarter coming. What's the next phase in what we're doing? So they're getting ready to take that to the next level. So we have to take our game to the next level, as we're always speaking about, not just your immune system physically, but mentally, spiritually, psychically. Everything, the attack is coming from so many levels that it's important that we stay on code and in game and don't rest on our laurels. Basketball is back. Some damn good games too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't get lulled into, I'm listening to some of these rappers who are coming back and they back on the same ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but it's the same ish. Like when we left. So we didn't up that. Side note, Cambada just released a 10-minute song called Kovid-24. And I know I keep beating this in the head. This kid is from another planet. He's dealing with the COVID situation, and then he morphed it into Kobe. You know what I mean? And he's showing you how all of this is linked. And at exactly 8:24 in the song, he mentions Kobe's voice. Not Kobe, as if it was thrown in there in the sequence of the goddamn rhyme. So this is next level stuff going on.
How did you notice? Did you pick up on that, or was it?
No, somebody brought it to my attention.
Oh, okay.
And when they brought it to my attention, I said, let me go see. And sure enough, at 8:24 precisely, in this song called Kovid-24, one of the lines in it is, nothing was worse than coronavirus than Kobe's pilot, or something. He goes through a whole scenario.
The only thing worse than
coronavirus was Kobe's pilot. And this kid is just so nasty with bars. If you're looking for a hook and something to groove to and dance to, this is not the song. But if you just looking for bars, and I'm gonna tell you MCs, stand down unless you can bring it on this level with these kind of rhyme schemes that he bring. And I guess obviously he brought it out today, because he told me about this song a month ago. He said, I got a 10-minute joint that I'm waiting to release, and I guess he wanted to synchronize it with this day and time and mathematically line up his words. Oh my God.
Damn, shout out to Cambada.
Yeah, shout out to Cambada. It's called Kovid with a K 24.
Oh, that's hard.